What's good, everybody? Want to welcome you back to a brand new episode of Carter Sports Coverage, man. I'm your boy SB Cash. As you can tell, my boy Ryan is not here today, man. Shout out my dog. He'll be back next week. So I'm gonna bring this episode to y'all, just me. We to week 17, man. We got two more games left in the regular season. This playoff thing is really shaping up. But before we even get into any of this, I want to shout out Sandwich Kings. You feel me? We are, as you can see, in the new building. Carter Sports Coverage been working. We've linked up with Sandwich Kings. Shout out to him. And now what's up, man? So let's get into these week 17 picks, man. I'm gonna start it right off. It's no Thursdays, no Saturdays this week. So let's go. First game on Sunday: Atlanta Falcons versus Buffalo Bills. As y'all know, the Buffalo Bills is in fourth place in the AFC. Atlanta looking like they probably won't make the playoffs. So this is a game I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills in, man. I feel like Allen's getting into form. Stephon Diggs. If they do what they're supposed to, they should beat up on this team in Atlanta, because Atlanta, they're really not that good. And the Bills is poised. So that's not a matchup we really talk about much. Next game, we got the New York Giants taking on the Chicago Bears. Two teams probably not going to make the playoffs. I'm looking at it like, I think the Bears can come out in this because New York Giants don't have Daniel Jones, as everybody knows. So New York Giants come out, play some tough D. They definitely can take this win. I'm going with them. Next game, we got Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a good one. This is one we can talk about. Kansas City leading in the division. Only team in the AFC that's locked up a playoff berth. And then we got the Bengals sitting in first place in the AFC North, but it's really close. Like, they need a win to probably definitely sustain that first place status. So this is one of them games, man. If you really look at it, I feel like the Bengals can give the Chiefs a good run. I think they can beat them. Man. We all know the Chiefs' defense is suspect at times, but they have been playing really good as of late, and this is just a good matchup. But I'm going to go with the Bengals. They're going to come out really fighting. I know Kansas City going to tune up too, but I'm going with the Bengals in that one. That's a big pick. Next game, Miami Dolphins taking on the Tennessee Titans. Miami, 7 straight. Give them their credit, man. They looking poised like they want to get into that wild card spot. They taking on the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee still in the divisional lead in the AFC South at 10-5. Man, this is another good game, man. Flat out, I got the Dolphins, man. Dolphins been showing me something, man. They've been on a win streak. They won their last 7 games, man. I'm not going against them no more. I'm going Dolphins all the way. Tennessee can be tough, but they're still without Derrick Henry. He'll be back for the playoffs, but with this week, I got Miami, giving them that good upset. Next game, we got Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Las Vegas looking like they're not gonna make the playoffs. Colts in prime position to do what they do. They're 9-6, right behind Tennessee. So in this game, I'm definitely going Colts. They're motivated. Jonathan Taylor, best running back in the league. Give you a stat check right now. He has 1,626 yards rushing, way above the pack. Joe Mixon is coming in second at 1,159. So as y'all can see, Jonathan Taylor is probably going to win the rushing title. I got them. They're going to lean on that rush attack, take out the Raiders. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots. This is one we don't need to talk about too much, man. I feel like the Patriots, they're going to take this win easy. Bill Belichick do what he need to do. Jacksonville is the worst team in the league. They'll have the number 1 pick in the draft again. So I'm definitely going with the Patriots, and that's an easy pick. Next game is Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Jets. Jets been competitive this year. I think they can be competitive in this game because they've been competitive all year. But there's no way they're beating Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay and the... Why do I keep wanting to say that? Tampa Bay and Tom Brady in them. There's no way they're beating Tom Brady and Tampa Bay. So, heat up game for the Buccaneers going to the playoffs. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington football team. Divisional matchup. Let me see what that division is looking like. Philly's right there at 8-7, but Dallas has the lead handily at 11-4. I think Philly comes out in this. They on a little win streak. They come out, try to win. It's a divisional game. They both gonna fight. I like Washington as a team, but I'm gonna take the Eagles in that one. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. You already know that's my team. Of course, I'm picking us. I got the Rams. This is not going to be an easy game. Baltimore always going to come to play. I respect their defense. But with that said, man, we got to stay in playoff form. As y'all can see, Sony Michel been picking up. Matt Stafford had a bad week last week, but we still won the game handedly. So I feel like that's just something to build on for the defense, for the special teams, and for the offense. So I'm going to take us in there. Next game, Denver Broncos taking on Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers heating up. No, Chargers actually not heating up. They're where they at. 8-7. Kansas City is 11-4, so they're in the wild card hunt, but it's looking like they'll need some help, and of course they have to win their games. I think they can take this one though. I think they can beat Denver, man. Denver's pretty hobbled right now. I'm gonna go with the Chargers in that. Next game, Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco's still alive in the playoff hunt. Obviously, you know, Houston's not making it. San Francisco, of course, I'm gonna take the better team. Easy, they fighting for it. They gonna give us a showdown because that's who the Rams played last week of the season. Next week, but San Francisco played Houston. They beat them this week. Next game, good game. Arizona Cardinals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out my dog Ryan, he not with me. So we got to talk about the Cowboys in good fashion because they sit at the top of the division at 11-4, doing their thing. But you also got Arizona, who hasn't looked that great of late, but you know they still are a good team. They still got Kyler Murray at the helm. They still got their defense. They just got to figure some things out. They've been having a lose streak, so this is a good game. I feel like. I'm going with Dallas in this. Big implications is on this game because Dallas still can fight for the number one seed in the NFC. You know, they're still alive for that. So I feel like they come out motivated. And somebody sees something. It's not that Arizona's not a good team. Somebody just sees something in the coaching. Somebody been seeing something on film. So I'm definitely going with Dallas in that, bro. Next game, Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints not mathematically out of it, but they definitely need some help, and they got to win their games. As you know, the Panthers on not really a good year. You know, Cam didn't have the year that he expected to have coming back to the Panthers. But in this game, I'm taking New Orleans. I feel like New Orleans gets this win because they're the better team, and they still got a chance to fight. So I think they'll take care of that business in that game. Next game, we got Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams not making the playoffs, both already eliminated. I think personally Russell Wilson is going to not be on the Seahawks next year. That's my personal opinion, but you know, I still respect him as a quarterback. He just didn't have the Seahawks. You know, they're a team that's looking. They need more talent. That's just how I feel about it. Detroit, of course, you know they won. Let me get that check for y'all one time. Where Detroit at? Detroit is 2-12. I don't know why I thought they went through that. They're 2-12. They've been playing really good football of late, really competitive football of late, and this is a game I think they can win, man. Jared Goff knows the Seahawks. He used to play for the Rams. Beat them a lot of times. Let's go Detroit. I got Detroit Lions in that. Next game, Minnesota Vikings. This is the late night game. Minnesota Vikings taking on Green Bay Packers. Divisional matchup. Big implications because Minnesota and Green Bay is the number one team in the NFC, but Minnesota's still alive. Minnesota's still alive at 7-8, man. So you know what I'm saying? They win this, get a little help, something can happen for that wild card spot for them. So, man, I just don't see it though. I just don't see it. Green Bay's looking like the best team in football, man. Green Bay's looking like the best team. The Packers. I hate to say it, like, I'm a Rams fan, and I definitely think we can compete, but they done beat us the last two times. So I feel like Green Bay looks like the best team in the league, and I have to take them against the Vikings. And then the last game of the week, Monday night game, we got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. So much talk going on in Cleveland about Baker Mayfield and where he'll be or if he'll be with them next year. So I don't know, man. This is a game. This is very winnable for Cleveland. Like, they obviously have a great rushing attack. Run the ball. Run the ball. Pass minimal. You don't need to have 30-some passes from Baker. Run the ball more. And they can easily win this game and keep themselves in that playoff hunt, man. So I'm going with Cleveland in that game. And that is all the picks for week 17, man. Make sure y'all tune into the games. Again, man, I'm not here with Ryan. He'll be back next week. Shout out to Sandwich Kings. We are in a new space. This is Carter Sports Coverage, man. I'll see y'all next week, man.